which you seemed to love so much last time on the Buick.
I mean, it's one of these. What is this even?
So, after we saw the Buick on the last live stream, I had a look into this, and apparently it's a design quirk that started in the 70s with Pontiac.
Okay.
And the only plausible explanation I could come across was that when you're drag racing in your muscle car, it's kind of closer to being in your line of sight. So I guess that's the thinking there.
Look at that! I love this thing. But it's definitely not quite as fast as the Rimac.
No.
I was about to say.
It's not. That is. But for, what, 1970 was this? 1971, something like that? It was a quick car still. So yeah, this thing's awesome. If you go into Chase Cam as well, awesome paint scheme on this.
Yeah, decked out in red, white and blue.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
It's a really cool car.
Turn around.
So,
And smashing through the walls.
I think if you look at the front as well, Torben, it's like, yeah, you see the red, white and blue stripes on the grille as well.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
It's a nice touch.
Yeah.
it's very American.
That's great. Okay, what else have we
I was
got?
about to say, got one more?
I suppose speaking of very American, the Fiat Dino is a nice one to look at.
Yes.
Why is this American?
It's not technically. I feel like it's got a kind of American vibe to its design. It's very like American Italian looking for me.
Yeah.
It has an air of
Pony
muscle
car
car,
vibes.
yeah, with the big long bonnet on it, that kind of face as well. It just, yeah.
Wow, look at that.
You had a fact on this one, didn't you?
Oh yes, the name Dino comes from Enzo Ferrari's son, and you might think, well, it's a Fiat. Why is it named after a Ferrari person? And it's because back in the 60s, Ferrari, quite a small manufacturer, they couldn't build enough cars to homologate their racing engines, so they made a deal with Fiat and said, hey, can you build us some engines to homologate them, please? And so this car was born. It's got a Ferrari engine in it, which is a V6, I think,
pretty sure.
with an unusual angle between the two banks of cylinders as well. It went for 65 degrees, which was pretty unheard of.
It is
at the
really
time.
unusual.
That's a lot wider than they would normally go with.
I'm really digging that dash.
I was about to say, that
But yeah,
interior's just as nice.
Ferrari used the same engine in the Dino Coupe, but in the back of the car.
So that is 3 of the 4 new cars being added to the game.
Yep.
So,
And we also have another classic bit, well, another Italian in the Maserati Ghibli, which is Super Saloon, kind of between Super GT, Super Saloon. It's in Super Saloon for our game, purely because it has 4 doors. So that was the deciding factor for us. V6 twin turbo in this one. It's a great car.
I absolutely love the logo.
The Trident.
Yes, it's absolutely gorgeous.
For me on this car, it's the clock in the middle of the dash that's just fantastic looking.
It just oozes with like luxury and performance, doesn't it? It's a great car.
Yeah, this is a car you could definitely cruise across the continent in. And
Or in
Definitely.
the case of what I'm doing here, which is like...
you're taking it down a dirt road.
I mean, it is
don't think
all-wheel
Maserati intended for that.
It is all-wheel drive.
That's true, yeah.
Like stock all-wheel drive.
Yeah, stock all-wheel drive. Which also means it's got the most powerful version as well. 404 horsepower, I think. Going
Pretty
totally
powerful.
over there, yeah.
That's
So it moves, yeah.
car. And when this was in Festival Playlist and unlocking in
Oh, the Ghibli was in summer.
in summer, so first up.
First week.
That's it there for the
There we
Community
go.
Championship.
Okay.
So that'll be Thursday, right? We can
Yeah,
change over to that.
Maybe we can even have a go at that championship later if there's time.
Absolutely.
Sweet.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm really liking the fact that there are some new cars that we haven't seen before in the game, including I think our first electric.
Yes, yeah.
We've had some
yes,
hybrids.
All electric.
Yeah, first all-electric car, yeah. And what an electric car to be our first
Yeah.
one as well.
Yes, I know, it's really great. And just a great spread across the seasons as well. I'm really looking forward to kind of dipping into that. It's a bit of a confession, but I've kind of stopped going for full completion. I'm just kind of dipping in to get the stuff that I want.
Torben,
I know, I'm terrible.
Thing.
Yes, I know.
What if it's 100%?
Yes.